Guinness is very much our national drink, and indeed it has a lot of our attributes. It's large, thick, big-headed, slow to come up, and slower still to settle down. Still confined to the half-pint glass is a very sad sight indeed. Like looking at a lion in a monkey's cage. Nay, it's somber dignity. Because I must remember, Guinness is a dignified drink for dignified men. If you study a good pint man in a pub, you will note how he can stand staring into his pint for long periods of time, thinking deep thoughts. This is because he knows that the truth lies at the bottom of the glass. And if not that one, the next one. Or at the very most, the one after that again.
The barman fills the glass slowly, taking black stuff from several taps, and builds up a head worthy of the body. Then he sets the offering down. Now, he doesn't plank it down, he doesn't slam it down, he sets it down. So the tempo is right from the very beginning. But he doesn't set it down in the right place. For in spite of his years of experience, he doesn't know the right place. After all, he's only a general practitioner, and this is a specialist job. So the point man takes the glass with ritualistic care and moves it just very slightly further along the counter to the right place.
Silence. I looked over at the Queen, the tough man, the man who knew what's what, the man who had won 1,000 Dublin brawls. But while he may have known how to bust an enemy, he had not yet found the subtle craft of how to hurt a feeling. He spoke slowly.
Nero, that was lovely. That was the best we had. That,
And I could see him tearing the words up from their unwilling roots.
that deserves an encore.
Nero turned to Jumbo.
Go on, Jumbo. Show the people.
Jumbo went on, and for all I know, he's still going.
In times of trouble and lousy strife, you still have a darling plan. You still can rise to a brighter life. A point of play is your only man.
Invited him to dinner, but he told me he was going out of town for a long weekend with his father and stepmother to visit her parents' dairy farm, and then it was today.
You know, Mr. Bradan, when you place a call for me, I would appreciate it if you did not discuss the purpose of my call with the person I am calling. You shouldn't have asked my son if he was free for dinner on Friday. I didn't ask you to do that.
Yes, but he said, what does she want?
You are the best secretary I have ever had. I can't tell you the idiots I had to put up with before you came along. I don't think I could get along without you, Jimmy.
Joan, thank you. I try to do my job.
Joan, what a fool I am.
No.
Oh, this is so embarrassing.
Not at all.
I would have had you as my secretary for so long not to know your first name.
Well, you don't call me by my first name, and you were very close. Jane, Joan.
I bet you know my first name.
Well, yes, but
You might have all so special to me. It's a self-pitying, time-consuming preoccupation, and everyone has it. Hitler was vulnerable. He saw it on Mother's Day. What does that tell you?
I didn't know that about Hitler. Well, that changes things. I always thought he was just this awful man.
Very good. I must remember that. So, tell me more about Michigan.
Well, there's not a whole lot more to tell. It was very cold and it was so easy. When I was younger, that's all I thought about. Who can I kill? Who's famous and how can Probably what I should have been thinking was how can I meet who's famous and how can I kill them? But I was just a kid. Someone rich and important or socially prominent. By then I knew I was compromising. I was just after fame, not lasting fame. I told myself some fame is better than no fame, and I was probably right.
Not necessarily. Lasting fame is by far, but why why all this talk about fame? There's so much more to life than fame. There's self-esteem and what you've done with what you've had, and love. Love is important. Margaret, please. You know, Joan, things don't always work out as happily as they did for Charles Manson. Sometimes there's a murder and it's fun for a while and then people forget. Or there's a worse murder and they're distracted. And then the poor murderer is in